Hmm. And it looks like we're set for the stream. Sweet. Well, hello everyone. This is Link 2012. I'm joining you here at level 232. Today we're just going to do some quick stuff, and I have 3 legendary dodo beaks I actually found out, so we're going to go and... oh, not runes, dodo beaks. Chance. We're going to identify them today. Before we get started, I need to set up just a few things here. And but let's also set up the music, that way it's not quite so bad. Alright. Just your basic pre-stream stuff. Music's a bit loud, I'm going to turn it down just a wee bit. Alright, and I think we're ready to roll now. You may notice the chat's already full. I'm just going to be reusing my previous stream's chat from here on out instead of trying to make a new one, because it's just a little bit of work and causes a few potato things. Got a few issues. So what should we start out with I guess is the big question. I finally maxed out my guy for PvP, this guy, Dropo. So we don't need to farm for him anymore. So we could start out with PvP. At the same time, Invasion's almost full. Oh, Trials is full. So let's go ahead and do Trials. I think it's capture rate today. So we might as well utilize that here. First, of course, let's do the this thing. Are my settings all proper? Yeah, my settings are right in the right order. And good, my stream is public. Okay, good. So the last few times I had some issues with that, but I think that was primarily having to do with the fact that I was doing tests beforehand. I usually don't set up tests before the hero stream. And let me know if the music is too loud. I guess there's no one on right now, but yeah. I'd really have to pull up my own stream and see what things are like. Maybe right at the end of a song. Oh boy. Well, actually, let me see here. We can try to. Let me see if I put this right over here, and then I go like this. There we go. That's more like it. Now you have the chat refreshed. Not sure if the chat's high enough resolution, though. The stream decreased the quality of it at the start of the video. I had it set up to be 500 something p. I reduced it to 480. I think I streamed Descent on slightly higher quality. It's just that it's not as live, so it doesn't have the same, what's it called? Latency, that's what it's called. Is latency something that's exclusive to streams, or is that like a universal term? It's a curious question. Latency, let's look it up. And I am restarting the No Block playlist because I couldn't remember where I left off, and I've reset my computer since then. Oh, thank you, Brian Boom, and welcome to the stream. I forgot that it is Valentine's Day today. Okay, so it's the delay of data, so it isn't exclusive to streams. But it would be most relevant when it comes to streams. You know, it's funny, because I remember very vividly last Valentine's Day was actually me with Descent. I started an episode of Descent, but I never managed to. I don't even think I published it because I never got the time. I was way too busy my senior year. And I wanted to sort of abandon the project as well. But now I'm streaming it, so I'm 1 year later. I'm actually honestly curious. Okay, I'm gonna go look, but I think the date between my first developer commentary and then my developer stream is like almost exactly a year in between, which is the most ironic thing. I didn't plan that whatsoever. It was like completely intentional. And of course that's for those of you that view the Descent stream, which I'm working on. Oh boy, this is gonna play, isn't it, when I open it? So Developer Commentary 1 was published on February 15th. Oh, okay, interesting. So I published it well after Valentine's Day. So yeah, almost a year in between. I published my first developer stream on the 11th, so 4 days apart. Oh, welcome to the stream, Flare. Yeah, I saw your comment earlier today. I'm sitting here looking at my friends slots, my friends list. So I want to keep these guys in case they come on. I definitely want to keep Strike Force Saw. I'm curious as to why Yosef and Leopard King haven't been on. I mean Leopard Kid. But I'll probably end up kicking them pretty soon because I do have. I try to keep a 1-day kick timer. However, this guy, I'm pretty sure he doesn't use me, and I don't use him, and I don't think I'll end up using him, and he's been offline for 5 days, so I think I'm going to remove him, which makes space for you. This is the nice thing about streaming, is you run into people that really need your help. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you really need my help? You already have Decay. You already have Decay. That means you're doing Raid 4 Heroic. And I am not capable of doing Raid 4 Heroic. I really shouldn't add it to you. I really only want to add people that need help from me. That's my philosophy. Anyways, let's go ahead and do another Trials. Yeah, I want to keep it that way, Brian Boom, because I know that as I become a more prominent streamer, oh yeah, that's just absolutely insane. But, so that's referring to Derp Waffle. Yeah, that's crazy awesome that you already have DK Flare. Yeah, level 112, so not quite 84, but yeah, the amount of people that actually watch has grown significantly, and so I can only imagine that once more and more people start to watch, I'm going to get more people that actually need help. And so I might as well add those people instead of the people that really don't need me and just want me because, you know, oh, hey, I'm friends with this guy. You can always message me on Discord. I always have it open. Always. And my computer's always on. Almost always on. Derp says, well, I'm going to go from Chrome to Firefox, so I can send friend if you have slots. You do? I just added Flare. Yeah, you can always message me on Discord. Don't worry about that, man. And if you don't have my Discord, I've posted it several times. You can have it again. It's right there. So I definitely can help with any Bit Hero stuff in-game, because I'm pretty knowledgeable on most things when it comes to Bit Heroes. I thought I added you, Derp Waffle. I guess not. I have to keep squeezing spots out. Man, this guy's really taking giving us hits. That one guy. I can't remember their name. The Egyptian thing. Ancient Egyptian. Is that what you call that style? I don't know. Or that zone. Not zone, that, whatever. Claire says, I bet 210 is easy for you. Actually, I was struggling with it for quite some time, but then I fully upgraded 2 legendary items for tier 7. And then all of a sudden I went from doing 160 to 210. Also, upgrading my mount helped a lot because I got a good mount and then I started upgrading it. So I currently have a 1 level upgraded mount. And today we're going to do some dodo beaks. Actually, I think we should do the dodo beaks right after this this thing, because we currently have 4 viewers, which is a pretty good amount. Or I guess 3 people besides myself, which would be Derp, Waffle, Flare, and Brian. So all we need is Strike Force and Cremmy to come in. Maybe even get a pirate raid from the Division. And Derp Waffle just messaged me on Discord, but unfortunately I can't respond to you right now. Do I have Giga Strike? I currently do not have Giga Strike. Unless one of these is that. If it's a set item or a mythic, probably not. I honestly can't remember what Giga Strike is, so I'm sorry. It's an OP set piece. I have 2 set pieces for Maru. Oh, are you talking about, I just started doing, if you're talking about the Trials set, I just started doing it recently, so there is no way that I would have access to it yet. It's insanely rare. Yeah, Conduction. Yeah, I don't have any Conduction pieces, and I probably won't end up getting any Conduction pieces. I'm probably going to go for Maru, because I have the body and headpiece to Maru, which are the last tier 7 legendaries / set items I need. But if I end up getting a bunch of pieces to Conduction really quickly, I will definitely go for Conduction, because that's way better than, way easier to make and way more effective for me than Maru. You want to become an OP healer, that's not a bad goal. Healers are pretty good. I think we have a really good healer in the guild. I'm trying to see. I saw him over here earlier. No, it's not Mortify. Oh, this fella. So Skulls is probably the best healer build possible. So you've got full Lunar Guardian, which gives you 15% healing, tier 7, and then you have 3 out of 4 Maru, which gets you the healing buffs, and then you get Necrosis, which also gives you healing buffs. Raffle, says Brian. Raffle what? Oh, raffle these guys? I could ask in the guild, but I doubt they'd be open to it. I'm not as interactive with the guild as I should be right now, too, so that couldn't be a good thing. Anyways, let's go and open these dodo beaks. So we currently have 3 legendary dodo beaks. That's quite a bit. So, okay, I'll show you my gear quickly before. So this is my current gear. These are tier 6, everything else is tier 7, fully upgraded. And I've got Astaros Flag, which is pretty much the best epic accessory you can get, and then I have Gusty, which is pretty much who I wanted when it came to epic accessories. I mean pets, what am I thinking? Oh, okay, so it's time to do the enchants. And we get some nice peaceful music instead of some epic music. Come on. No, this is a good music. You know, this guy has sent me friend requests so many times over the past few days. And I'm not even sure if he watches this stream, but, buddy, you've sent me so many friend requests that I'll just accept you. That means I need to free up another spot. Great. Why do I... Scray? I don't need Scray. And he doesn't use me, probably. Okay, so let's go do the dodo beaks. We got three of them. Let's hope for something good. If we can get two whatchamacallits and they're both DPS, that would be optimal. Nope. Bad luck with that one. Let's try another one. Nope. Also bad luck. Let's see the last one. Yeah, the welcome schematic is the best healer. Welcome's the best healer in the game currently, until they come out with a, what's it called? He's almost the optimal healer too, by the way. But I think he's almost the optimal healer. Ah, so close. Well, okay, this isn't bad. So this is almost plus 1% health and plus 1% dual strike. And I think my dual strike is low right now. So it could replace, like, this guy, for instance. This guy... Ooh, this guy would be bad to replace. One of these two. If I replace this guy, I'll get a little bit more DPS. This guy's speed and deflect. Yeah, so if we switch that dodo beak we just got, dual strike and health. There we go. That's nice. I don't know, and that also increased my health a wee bit, which is nice. I want to have the least health on my team. I mean, sorry, not the least health on my team. That way the attacks don't go for me. And with those health bonuses, I am well over 500, which is the least health on my team. Derp says, just stopping by to say I won't have the stream on. I will talk to you through Discord. Oh, gotcha. Sweet. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I'll just keep Waffle over here open on Discord. Or switch back and forth between the live dashboard and that. So we got, wow, that was nice. So we increased our health, we increased our DPS a wee bit. I'm currently not sure if I want to go for Rombolio. I'm either going to go for Rombolio, Welcome, or maxing out Cords. One of those things. I really hope that they release a better DPS familiar, though, because my guy currently is pretty bad. Ninja Poof. I would like an easier to make legendary, I don't want an easier to make, I just want a legendary, DPS that just has crit chance. Okay, so let's do some invasions now, because that's low dedication. And we can just leave that running. And then we'll do something with a little bit more action in it, like PvP, I think. And then we'll switch over to like something less actiony and then more actiony. We'll see. Right. Gotta disable that option. It's always terrible when you forget to disable autopilot on death and then do invasion, because it takes forever. Waffle says, well, I didn't realize you couldn't do Raid 4 Heroic. Sad times. I can't at 100 levels lower than you, Rip. Well, actually, I can do Raid 4 Heroic. I used to not be able to. I think even over the course of the stream, I went from not being able to being able to, so quite a change. Ah, so apparently I said it earlier this stream, which was interesting. No, I can do Heroic. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Flair. I hope that everything works out for you. Derp continues to chat with me. However, I can only stay focused on so many things at once, so I think I'm going to dedicate more attention towards the stream. And I'll end up talking to him later. Oh, welcome, a Wookiee! So, fun fact, I was sitting on my computer yesterday. I think I was just chilling, and then I heard this notification because I had it set up to give me a notification when someone subscribes for my stream, and I had my stream software open. And so all of a sudden there was this big notification, and I was like, what on earth happened? And then I checked my settings, and it was like, oh, a Wookiee subscribed. So thank you, and welcome to the stream. Do we have the right runes enabled? We should have... Yeah, we have XP. Sadly, no one subscribed, or... I guess someone's donated during the stream, but, unfortunately I didn't have it set up properly. Now I have it set up properly, though. Yeah, I'm sort of new. I've been around for a few months, I think. Actually, probably only 1 or 2 months, really. But slowly but surely getting better at it. Really like interacting with the audience. Also, is the sound slash, like the music slash voice volume correct here? Because I'm not sure if the music's too loud or not. My day's been going pretty well. I actually... So what are some of the good things that happened today? I got to eat a... What's it called? Dutch Bros bagel for the first time today, which was pretty interesting. I got to talk to my psychology professor a little bit about some interesting things also, which was really awesome. And I got to talk to some Girl Scouts who were out there selling Girl Scout cookies for a while, and I got a free pack as a result. It was really awesome. Strikeforce says, hey yo on Valentine's Day. Or say, hey yo, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you and welcome to the stream, Strikeforce. Always good to have you. Whenever I start the streams, I always wonder, will Strikeforce and Premi be here today? Glad you're able to pop in. Strike says, sorry I wasn't here last stream, I was at my friend's house. And A-Wookie says the volume's fine. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that's fine, Strikeforce. No need to be sorry if you don't come on. I'll assume that something's up or you're not on or whatever. It happens. It's called life. I mean, like, with me and Division, I really only am able to tune in to like a fourth or a third of his streams, just because I'm always busy during the times he's on. Oh wait, what do we want to do now? Let's do some PvP. Let's do a PvP match here. Alright. Oh snap, Wafflenators, or Derp Waffles messaging me, but let's do this PvP match first before I take a look at that. Man, these guys are dangerous. I shouldn't have done 4 tickets. Though, like, most reasonable person's this guy, and they have heal. Okay, it's when they get hit, so we need to do target last. We don't want to hit them with a weak... Oh, they have Wembo. That's, like, the worst possible person to bring here. Let's save up some SP, that way, Wembo heals Bobadom. Boom. Sweet. This is music from Noteblock. which the song currently playing is Toad Harbor Mario Kart 8 Remix. Oh, I keep forgetting, we're gonna be pretty consistent on our runes. So let's do a raid before continuing to do fun stuff. Oh, sweet. Sadly, I can't message Wafflenator, so I'm just letting him know I'll talk to him after the stream. And now I'm back to this stuff. Any other interesting... Oh, you know, I didn't return the question for you, a Wookiee. And is that how you pronounce your name, first of all? But second of all, how was your day? Tell me a little bit about it. Strike says, Link, is something wrong? Your voice sounds like something's wrong. Well, nah, I'm pretty good right now. Trying to make the most of my day. I'm not sure what's... Yeah, I'm pretty good. I mean, there's a few unfortunate things that happened recently. Like, I got rejected for community assistant. That's basically like a resident assistant. And I'm trying to deal with some hard classes right now. So, those are the issues. But right now, overall, my day's been pretty good today. So. And it's Valentine's Day, which is always good. Wookie says, a Wookie, basically. Oh, sweet. And my day's been pretty good. Nothing too interesting. Gotcha. Strike says, that's awful, Link. I hope everything is going good tomorrow and the rest of today. Tomorrow's going to be an easy day for me in regards to classes. I only have 2, although I'm going to have a lot of... Oh, I don't think I have too much homework either. Today's like a really easy week for me, which is scary, because that means that next week's going to be hard. Really hard. And I only have an hour till I go to bed today, so it's not going to be too long. This is actually going to be a pretty quick stream in the end. I'm currently trying to dissect an idea. And the idea is there something wrong with you if you get offended over something that someone else believes? And really what I'm trying to get into is the idea of what exactly is being offended. Is it... And I sort of have 2 ideas here. One of them is that when you're offended, you believe that something's wrong. Although that's almost synonymous with anger, because you get angry because you believe an injustice has occurred. Although offense, you usually see that in relevance to someone that's trying to hurt you, for instance. That's trying to demean you in some way, verbally. Which would imply that there needs to be intentions. Strike says, I think being offended means saying something you don't like. Well, by that definition then, if being offended is just someone saying something you don't like, then it's perfectly fine for you to not like the opinions of others. It's basically almost like disagreement. But I guess it also plays into the question, what ought we be offended by? And that's what I'm thinking, really, is, like, should I only be offended if you mean to hurt me? Or should I even be offended in that case? Should I ever be offended? What is the purpose of being offended, let's say? I think perhaps offense is sort of almost like provoking. So it's in hope to elicit a response in order to assert to create aggression, let's say. In that case, them being offended could be a pretty important thing. Strike says, maybe you should be offended if someone hurts your feelings purposefully. Yeah, well, what I'm thinking really is, because in that case, then maybe it's sort of a warning sort of thing, like, don't go near this person. That's the mechanism of offense. Is to, well, I mean, I guess it would depend. Either saying this, maybe, maybe not. You see, these issues get so, like, it's hard to figure them out. I'm gonna ask more people about this, but, because, of course, you know, if we know the purpose for being offended, then we know, a Wookiee is here. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Derpwaffle. Because if there isn't a purpose for being offended, then we ought to go according to that purpose. And then that would help us figure out if the case that preceded is a legitimate or illegitimate case. You went from Discord to YouTube. And so, okay, so now we have the idea of the meaning of it. So, I suppose you could take two approaches to that. Could you? Because then you could argue, well, there's an objective reason to be offended. And that would be a little bit more tricky to figure out. Or you could say there's a biological reason, which would make more, probably would be the biggest clues would be biological ones as to why we're offended. But offense seems to be like a completely social thing. It's not something that like happens, you know, with you interacting with something in nature, for instance. Oh, you're currently having lunch, Smiles. That sounds great. I hope you enjoy it, and welcome to the stream. Derp says that he got 49 bits from his spear. It bothers him that he's 20 raids or so from +2ing his convergence. If you haven't already, make sure you max out your legendaries/sets first, Derpwaffle. That gives you the most bang for your bit. So, I mean, I suppose that sort of takes us in a circle, because we're right back to it. The idea that, well, offense would have a completely social purpose. That's, you know, exclusive to our interactions with each other. So maybe there's less than an objective basis for being and not being offended. I don't know. Derpwaffle says, Chewbacca. You have any slots? You look like you could up my raid team plenty. It could really help. And, sorry for cutting down trees.
Oki says, laugh my potato off. At the moment, I don't have any, sadly. And man, this concept. What's the purpose? What's the purpose of offense? Or maybe we can look to the root of the word for the entire idea. Oh, you're on a diet today, Strike Force. It's laugh your potato off. Secretly, A is supposed to be a P. It's just that most people don't know it. It's like the ancient word for potato. It starts with an A. I can't even remember what it's actually pronounced like. But like you think of offense with, you know, like pushing forward or being aggressive even. Right? But I'd imagine that's sort of hard to correlate to, you know, an interaction. Oh, maybe, okay, I think I got it. So, someone is assaulting your character, or someone is assaulting you. So the idea of offense, they're offending you. And so we take offense. It's sort of like a defense, you know, we're like, why did you do that? Strike says, what map is rather dark? And really, Link, since it's dark, you think it should be 12 and up? Well, yeah, it's Descent. There's a lot of blood, gore, etc. I mean, most of it's implied, but it's there. It also has some pretty dark themes, which is one of the reasons that I recommend 12 and up. And I'm not sure what we're going to end up talking about during that series, because we could literally talk about anything, because the map covers most concepts. Dirtball says there is A fence, defense, why not W fence? Well, yeah, I mean, like, redstone particles and stuff like that. It's all implied. And it gets worse the later on. Like, initially in the map, it's not that bad. But if that's not an issue for you in regards to discomfort, and I guess I don't really want to, you know, make anyone nihilistic or anything like that, which isn't the intention. It's to make people think. But I think it can be misinterpreted easily as to be pessimistic when you're trying to figure out the meaning for Descent. Because later on, you'll find that it talks a lot about divinity. And it has this very, they're the main antagonist of the map. The divinity. Or divinity. Strike says, I'm not easily discomforted by gore or blood and stuff. Sweet. It's just there as a disclaimer, you know? So can we equate offense with aggression is my question. Or like, I'm offended you've aggressed my character. I mean, that would make sense to me. And in that case, offense could be unintentional. It could be like, you know, you're hurting my honor, for instance. So, oh yeah, that would make sense, because you see situations where people's honor is damaged, and that's considered offensive. Strike says, I'm reading the It book right now. It's good. Have you read it? No, I don't like horror. I don't like filling my mind with that kind of thing is the short answer to that. Drip says, just want to know who is taking offense to what? The big topic here and welcome UVB. The big topic here is there something wrong is there a problem if I get offended because you believe a particular thing? And that basically bleeds into, well, what is the entire meaning of and importance of being offended? Hit the like button. Only hit the like button if you're entertained, please. And so if we say that offense or being offended is an aggression on someone's character, which seems to be like the best definition I can currently come up with. Oh wait, did we change to XP? We need to change to Derp says, I hit the like button because Link. Oh, that's great. But yeah, if it's an offense on someone's, an aggression on someone's character, then you could have two. You could have it be unintentional, but damage their reputation, for instance, and that would be, or their honor, and that could be considered offensive. So I could say something true that's offensive. Like who's someone that's done something very bad? I'm trying to think of a good and not too controversial example. Strike says, I hope you don't mind, Link, if I ask, how do I get on Descent? Descent is a Minecraft map. You can download it. If you look in the video description of Descent developer comment, there's actually on my channel, I think the first video, if you go to my homepage, is the Descent trailer. If you can't find it, if it's not on my homepage, search Descent trailer on YouTube and you should see it. There you will have options to download it from various sites. The most recent version is on the Minecraft forum, so if you go to that one and then download it. It was updated a long time ago though, because I'm not involved in it anymore. So offense has to do with my character, which means that if I am offended by something that other people believe, I believe that that is somehow damaging to my own character, which is like the most counterintuitive thing. Unless you could say, you are being offensive to yourself, therefore I am offended on your behalf. No, that doesn't make much sense though. It seems like any arguments you would make for you being offended over something someone else believes could not be valid by the definition I provided earlier. Oh well is greater than offense. That's great. Yeah, Dirk Waffles over there making all the offensive puns. Get it? But generally, also what this would imply, which is something I want to believe, though I'm not sure if it's true or not, though I guess truth in the language sort of relies on the actual definition of words. I mean, a societal definition of words would be that offense is typically something that's intentional, because I'm not intending to attack your... Right? Yeah, I think that would... Derp says, and I just realized that your tank has 133.7 power. Yeah, 1,337 is quite a bit. But yeah, typically you're going to have someone that's intentionally trying to damage your character. Or hurt you. And in that case, you would take it as offensive, because they're being offensive. They are aggressing you. Wait a minute, though. But going back to aggression, aggression doesn't necessarily have to be an attack on your character. Aggression can be, just being aggressive about an issue. So, if I am very aggressive, for instance, on a political issue, say I'm really trying to convince you that, I guess this is a political scientific issue, that climate change is real, and I'm like really laying into you for it, or, yeah. So, you could say that I'm being offensive in doing that, because technically I am aggressing. Because I'm being very aggressive about my stance. I'm trying to convince you because I believe it's a very important issue, for instance. But that doesn't really fit with what you typically think as offense. Usually, you're being offensive is meant as an insult. Although, again, I would say that it's wrong to be too, what is it? Not passionate, but aggressive with how you try to convince others. Because usually, actually, being aggressive with your ideas isn't how you convince someone else. I could be wrong on that, but the experience I've had. I have anecdotal evidence for that. Yeah, so so actually a large train of my thought there was incorrect then, because well, okay, so I guess you could say aggression is typically an attack on character, but it can be other things. Derp says, my brother just came into my room, grabbed my phone, and got out of there. Oh my, he just took your phone? That is technically illegal. But, I hope you get it back, man. Yeah, actually I learned that the other day, that, that's technically considered theft, because you're stealing private property of someone. And accessing it, so like if you open someone else's phone and start snooping around, then that's actually considered a federal crime because you're breaching someone else's privacy. I think he said he needs to charge it. Gotcha. But of course, if you own a phone with someone, you know, it's a different story. And if you're a kid, for instance, and you're still under your parents' household, anything that belongs to you, I think they also have access to. So it's actually completely legal for your parents to monitor your phone or your computer. Once you leave the house, though, you can't do it anymore. Not legally allowed to. But we still have to answer the question, what is the purpose? Because in order to actually answer if there is something wrong in this situation, we have to answer what the purpose of offense is, being offended is in the first place. Derp says, so my parents are allowed to take my laptop and find records of me watching your streams? Yes, they are. Perfectly legal. And yeah, this is the Ghostbusters thing mixed with Luigi's Mansion. Sawyer and Cohen says, hey Link, do you remember me? Cohen. I know Cohen. I remember Cohen. It rings a bell. Your name rings a bell. Remind me a little bit of Cohen. I think it has to do with Minecraft. Amit. Wait, are you Amit Cohen? Are you Amit? Dude, if you're Amit Cohen. Oh, gotcha. Sweet, that's awesome, man. Thanks for subbing and staying with me this long. UBB says, do you remember me? I was watching your Minecraft stream. Yes, I do. I do very much remember you, UBB. And you were like, do you play Bait Heroes? And I was like, yeah, I do. Or maybe that was someone else, but I do remember you were like the first person to actually comment or message on my Descent stream, and I was like, I was worried, like, is it actually working right now? Yep, that was you. But maybe the purpose of taking, yeah, I'm being pretty philosophical. I want to get to the end of this issue. I want to be able to focus on a particular topic and figure it out, because that will help me train my focus, which is an important thing. But I think I have it. So, oh, Yeehong's here. Welcome, Yeehong. Before I get to that though, Sawyer says, I actually went to Discord to text you something, and a lot of people said you were calling me names and you were making fun of me. I'm feeling a little angry in this situation. What? I don't recall ever calling anyone names and or making fun of them. So if you could explain that to me a little bit, that would be nice. And if I ever said anything like that, that's awful. I would be so sorry about that, man. The Derp Waffle says, I remember the time when we were playing Toon Shooters, and we were at Den Boss, all of us gone, and you dodged 20, he dodged 20 squids, 10 fireballs, and 3 razor blades, and got the oh yeah, I remember that. That was, like, pretty epic. I remember that. That was really cool. But yeah, so if you could elaborate on that, that would be really nice, because I don't call people names or make fun of them. I have a pretty solid philosophy against talking about people behind their backs. I almost never do it, and the only times I do it, it's a positive thing. Although I have mentioned a Jesus fan once or twice, but I always try to be civil about that, because, you know, it's just explaining the issue. Sawyer says, well, basically, some people from the Jesus fan community was mad at you, and I was trying to defend you, and then I went to text you, and Jesus fan community said you were making fun of me and such. Nope, I was not making fun of you. So that is a complete lie. And yeah, because why would I don't even recognize you in regards to trying to defend me or anything like that. Although that would make me want to praise you, of course. Who are the people? Yeah, and if I did, dude, that would be terrible of me to do. Why would I ever do that? Even if you're, like, attacking me for saying such things, I mean, like, I understand, because I said some pretty potentially damaging things to Jesus Fan's character, although I do believe that all those things were true, and I'm just legitimately trying to warn people to get out of 7-7 if they're in 7-7-7. Yeah, Jesus Fan is, well, yeah. I want to warn people, because that is a problem, and I don't want bad things like that to just run rampant. There needs to be consequences for stuff like that, in my opinion. At the same time, that's tricky for me to say, because, you know, who am I to do consequences? I guess I just put the truth out there and leave it be, like, you know, let that be its own consequence. If people are, you know, if people disagree with that, you know, they disagree with that, they don't believe it, you know, oh well. Oh great, now people are asking about it. Nuts. Let me see if I can find the post. Dirtwaffle says, our 4 tier 7 / raid 4 legendaries good at level 129. Yeah, they're really good. Here's a short link to it. This is a longer post and it'll take you a while to read, UBB. But that's the full situation. So, or the full situation that we've heard so far. Still haven't heard back from MCP, which is annoying. Also, but anyways. is 4 tier 7 / raid 4 legendaries. Good to level. Yeah, those are real. That's really good. That's a lot of them by that point. Sawyer says, I don't remember who they were, but they were salty fans. I knew you wasn't doing such a thing because I knew you were mature. You weren't doing such a thing because you were mature. Yeah. I strive to be an admirable character, more or less. I strive to do what's right before that, so being an admirable character comes after that. And of course, slandering someone is a non-good thing. I think that almost everyone can agree on that. Except for maybe, I think you could disagree on that if you say that the person is like really terrible. But I would say I wouldn't slander them either. The URL does not work. Oh! Interesting, it must have, okay. Well, I'll give you the full link to the thread then. Oh, I think that might link to the, that might link to the forum thread, and the forum thread got deleted on the Bit Heroes forum. Because they don't allow anything relating to guild drama over there, so I messaged the mods about it. It made sense to me, so I'm not mad at that. It's completely cool. But it's still on Reddit, so as long as it's one place. And the only issue is that Reddit is already very anti Jesus fan, so anyways. Now, I'm thinking I can already almost upgrade a set to level 3. So I'm thinking Friday we're gonna do that. That way we have some extra TS for the, what is it called, GVG? And it'll get us one step closer to having active Maru, which will be nice. Sierra says, well, I'm glad. I got worried because people said such, like you were cussing at me and calling me really awful things. Stuff that's inappropriate for the stream. Yeah, I don't swear at all. The only thing I say is potato, and potato is a euphemism, so that's the extent of... I've never sworn in my life, except for a few times on accident. So if you ever hear someone saying that I say something like that, either they probably... they're either not telling the truth or they're referring to someone else who they misinterpreted as me, which could be completely possible, Sawyer. Like, it could have been someone that was really mad at the situation and was just lashing out against someone. Well, the Derp Waffle, I mean... if anything, drama creates popularity, which was one theory that was sticking in the back of my mind, but I really don't want to, I don't want to say that because it's such a dirty idea, which is basically, well, if you create drama, then your YouTube channel blows up. So, which we've seen many times happen. And it's unfortunate, it's an unfortunate thing, because you can have like a really good person who's sincere about things and makes good content, but that's not as entertaining as seeing two people fighting. So. Yeah, pretty much UVB. I said that was wrong, so, you know, that's all I could do. I got blocked from literally everything. Which was just so strange. Ah, you read it a while ago? Gotcha. It has quite a few views. I mean, well over 1,000, so. And the Bit Heroes community isn't that big, so. The one outdated thing in the thread, though, was that I did get to sneak back in to use up my honor, which was nice. Yeah. I hope nothing good for you, Sawyer. I hope nothing good for Jesus fan as well, and everyone else in 777. If everything could work out, that would be amazing. If I could be wrong about everything, that would be good. A Wookiee says, just watching his streams gives me the whole picture you described in your post. Be aware of confirmational bias, though. Because once you pick a side, like in this situation, my side, for instance, all of a sudden you're going to see everything that reaffirms that view. You don't accept the fact that there might be an alternate possibility. Yeah, it can be really annoying how our brains trick us so much. Dirtwaffle says, wrong equals good. Link 2K18. Wrong is not equal to good, you potato. Therefore, pancakes are better than waffles. There was one time where I think we were talking about on the stream if pancakes or waffles were better. UVB says, I mean, there is no literal proof of the situation, but I am on no side, and I like his streams and will continue watching both of you. Sweet. Yeah, I didn't take screenshots of basically anything. Although I could prove me being banned on everything, that's not too hard. Not that it matters again, though, it's basically just serving as warning. Sawyer says, well, I wanted to clear that up. I actually have to go. Gotta catch up on classes. Have a good rest of the day, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Sawyer. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. I hope your classes go well, and you'll have to tell me about what your major is sometime. Or if you're just in high school, and just tell me about that. But yeah, keep being awesome, man. UVB says you probably should have posted screenshots on your thread of what, the bans, or just the I mean, because those are, yeah, the proof. Well, I didn't take screenshots of things like him saying we were going to do a collaboration. I mean, that's something that why would you screenshot that? Yeah, I could include stuff like that. The bans and whatnot. Or the blocks, I should say. Although, I mean, why would you lie about something like that? Why would I lie about any of that? Basically putting my entire credibility on the line against something that is very easily explained if there is an explanation, which there wasn't. So, there's that. That's one of the things that's actually sort of it's going to be interesting as I become a scientist, is because I know that people are going to put a lot of faith in me, and I'm going to say wrong things sometimes, and there's going to be times where I put my career on the line basically by saying some simple thing. And it's going to be scary. Because like you end up writing papers and, you spend hundreds if not thousands of hours on them, and it's like, I guess there is a lot of peer review on that, but anyways. UEB says, I mean, if you write a chapter book on a topic of an argument, it probably happened. Perhaps. And I mean, like, I'm not a, what is it? I'm not a psychopath, and that can be pretty easily analyzed from my videos. So the probability of me being able to pull off that kind of stunt is pretty low. Although that's not the only character trait that allows you to lie very well. There's also the idea of honesty. For instance, I was super duper legalistic about being 100% honest and like never joking in my high school career. And one day, oh, this is actually a funny story. Strike says, "Hey, I'm back. Had to go do something for fam. Gotcha. Thanks for doing your stuff for your family." Anyway, so everyone trusted me because I would always say, don't joke around, you know, tell the truth completely. But one day I had my wisdom teeth pulled, so the right side of my mouth was completely swollen. And we got to school, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna tell a silly story. I'm gonna tell people a silly story about what happened to my mouth. And I told them that basically, as I was coming out of the metro, a babushka with rabies attacked me with her cane and started yelling at me and whatnot, and that's how I got the swelling of my mouth. Now, of course, it was a little bit funnier than that, and there was more detail to it, and everyone believed me, like everyone in the school, and it became this very widespread story, actually to the point where the teachers were worried about us going to the metro because something like that could happen. And in the end, it went on for like a week or so, and then I was like, you know what, I should really tell people that that was just a joke, even though it was the most hilarious thing ever. Like, I fooled the entire school into thinking that because I was honest, like 100% honest up until then. So that's another way, so the reason I say all that is that's another way that you can deceive people very well, is be super duper duper honest, and then one day you're not, and then it's undetectable. Now, of course, that's not to say that you shouldn't lend credibility to people that are constantly honest. I think you should have faith in those kinds of people, but if you want to lie about one particular thing, some people can get away with that. Oh, did I say babushka, by the way? That's grandma in Russian. So I told them that an old grandma who had rabies whacked me in the face with her cane. Strike says, so if I want to get away with a big lie in the future, I have to be honest for 6 months and lie. Technically, I think you could do that maybe, but you would also have to give very good philosophical arguments as to why you are telling the truth and why others should tell the truth. You see, I was constantly getting mad at people for, you know, even the smallest dishonest thing. So, and I held myself to the same standard, of course. I didn't want to be hypocritical. You know, that plays into the philosophy of it. And so that's one thing that, of course, lended credibility to basically everything I said, which was nice. Derp says, well, Link, glad to say I won a slot for #1 player yesterday. Dude, that's awesome! His name is XX5, and he helped me auto man boss on Raid 4 Hero. Dude, that's great! Let me actually look him up. So, of course, basically, Strike Force, you actually have to be sincere about it. And then one day, of course, like, flip-flop your philosophy, basically. Because that sort of I think that event, along with me being in the play, sort of led to me being more jokester-like. So now I can have fun, you know, I can joke around about things nowadays. Whereas back then I wouldn't. Man, XX5 is amazing. The only thing that would make him better would be if he had Superstition. Which I'm sure he has, but he's not using right now for some reason. Enchant-wise, he's not optimal, but it's pretty good. About as pretty good as you can expect, so. Probably not up, Stirpwaffle says. Strike says, LOL, Link, have you done a face reveal? Back in the time, okay, so I can't do a face reveal because I don't have a camera. If someone gets me a camera, if you're willing to send me a camera, message me on Discord and I will give you my address to mail it. And yeah, I completely understand. You're calling viewer. You're not being creepy at all. But yeah, I don't have a camera, so I can't. But if you get me one, I will do face cam, because doing face cam allows like so much more detail into what I say.
because then you get facial expressions and whatnot. I'm not, although I've had a lot of debate on whether to show my face or not. Like I used to be a big fan of Etho. I don't watch him anymore, unfortunately, because I just didn't have time. But he never did a face reveal. He said it wasn't necessary for the content. It wouldn't improve his content, or, you know, it wasn't really necessary. For me, I think it would help improve my content, just a wee bit. So I might do it in the end, when I get a camera. Also, I'm not too worried about, you know, people tracking me down or anything. Because I don't plan to grow this channel that much. And even if it does, you know, it's like, you know, it would just be like the odd ones out who, you know, you can figure out what his face looks like, but, you know, didn't cause him any issues. I might do some more research on it, but... Aoki says, I got a suggestion. In the meantime, put a self-drawn picture of you with a face in the box cam. Oh, let me see if I can pull something up here. Alright, where is... Please just send the person a P.O. box number. Strike4 says, dude, same, I loved Ethos Lab. And showing your face is, first, viewers like it better, and second, I don't think it's going to hurt so bad. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt so bad either. Alright, guys, are you ready for this self-drawn portrait of my face? Oh man, it doesn't align properly! Wait, no, go back. That's not the right picture. This one. Yeah, this one. Don't ask why I have so many pictures of potatoes on my computer, okay? This little potato. Oh great, I can't make him any smaller, man. I gotta figure out a way to better align this with things. But a self-drawn portrait. I've never actually used MS Paint or whatever, so... Lol, hashtag Tato for the win, says Derpwaffle. Yeah. Well, let me see here. Okay, so if we put this up, for instance, can I shrink this down at all anymore? Because I'm trying to fit it on this side of the screen, but it will block something. You see? Because it'll block the chat. If I put it down here, it blocks the gameplay. So there's really, if I put it on this monitor though, over here, but I use this monitor all the time as the issue. Great, how do I do this? Oh wait, I think I know. Oh, draw myself right now? Okay, that's not a bad idea. How do I how do I do that is the question. New, what is it? Bitmap image, maybe? Let me try to open this up. What'll this give me? Just black, I'm thinking. Can I edit this? Paint. Open with. Okay, if I open this with paint. I guess open this with paint. Right, then I can pull this over. Right. And let's actually make this a little bit like this way. I also have GIMP as well, so I could technically use GIMP, but brushes. Oh man, I've never used MS Paint before. Let me actually make this a little bit wider so I can see the options open to me. Yeah. So I have to do a self-portrait now. All right, well, what are we gonna do is the question. Well, let me first, okay, so we got that. Strike says, if you need a potato picture, links your guy. Yeah. Well, actually, okay, well, I mean, I'm not a potato. We just have to remember that, okay? While I make this, I just have to remind us of that. But I'm gonna do my picture as a potato because it represents me as a person. I'm not a potato, but it represents me as an individual. So he has a big, really happy face, and he's gonna have little arms. Let's actually make it a little bit smaller.
He's gonna have little happy arms reaching up for this guy with little happy fingers. These are massive fingers. The Derp Waffle says, "So you are a bland, darkish, easy to eat, and loved by Irish people?" Yes. I mean, no, I'm not potato. I think you're equating the wrong things. And he's gonna have little feet. Oh, I'm gonna like draw shoes. He's got shoes. He's got his little potato shoes. Let's actually make them potatoes as well. Okay, so these guys are now potatoes. Oh no, not the whole screen. Not quite. Okay, so no. What are you doing, program? Okay, let's go back to brush. I think we need to close this in properly. Okay. I think that's closed in. Now let's use. So there it's his little shoes. We can put like shoelaces on them. Perfect. There's the shoelaces. This is honestly the best picture Strike Force says. There's his little nose. It's like a bump. Okay, so we've got our basic. Okay, we need to add like some potatoiness. So here's just some like potatoy imperfections that make him all the more awesome. And of course we got to get some hairs coming out of him. We get some potatoy hairs. We got to get some. Also, we got to get some. Let me see if I can get like a sort of like this hue. We're gonna make some little dots here. So let's see. Let's make it big. Oh wow, that's way too big. So we're gonna give him some potatoy splotches here. These are like his bumps. Derp says, "Gonna see this in nightmares tonight." Okay, here we go. So this is really looking good. So what else should what should he be holding is my question. What's this? What am I holding in this picture? I mean, it's Valentine's, so maybe we should like add like a heart sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Not sure. What else can we do? What else can we put in my hands? We can. Oh, I know, guys. We can draw me throwing potatoes. Yo, Link, HMU, what is this picture on Discord? What does HMU mean? He will hold mashed human and mashed human. No! No! Derp Waffle, you're too dark for this show. Jake says with, it's a masterpiece, hit me up. So let's, he's holding potatoes. Other potatoes. A bunch of potatoes in this hand. And these potatoes are all gonna have little smiley faces. They all have tiny... Wait, can I zoom in? Look at this, guys. Look at this, look at this. We zoomed in. Hit me up with... Okay, gotcha. So now we can make little faces with these potatoes. Some of them are going to be creepy, but... What? So this guy's upside down, so he needs a smiley face like... Oh no, he's a frowny face! Bummer. This guy's like, wow, what's happening to me? Alright, let's zoom back out. Let's zoom back in, I mean... Oh no, there's one down here. No, that's way too big of a smile. There we go. He should be eating a potato. No, that's cannibalism. These are my little potato minions. They will do my bidding. In my other hand, though, I'm not necessarily a cannibal. But I did like... I'm sort of going to incorporate Derp Waffle's idea. Not if he's eating. Potato chips. So we're gonna have a little, like a You know this thing, right? This is the McDonald's French fry thing. Let's use this. Oh wow, that's way too much. That's way too big. Let's make it smaller. There we go. And since I am terrible at art, we're going to go back here. And we're going to make this small. We're going to zoom in even more. Look at my suggestion. I messed up. Yes, you did. Here, we're not going to have potatoes. We're going to have people. Stick figures. They're going to have little faces. Little heads. This guy's going to have an extra big head. And he's going to have a smiley face. Or just a face like this. There we go. He took another suggestion. There we go. This is me. Okay, I'm transporting them, alright? I'm not eating them, alright? He's helping these guys, okay? Okay, let's zoom back in a little bit, alright? So he's not... Here's his speech. I will help. There we go. I'm helping transport them, guys. You see? I'm not trying to eat them. I don't know. Will this be posted in the video's Discord fan art? Maybe. It does look pretty good, man. I mean, okay, let's save this first of all. Oh my. Oh my. This is a masterpiece. All right, so now the question is, of course, how do I get this into so if I make this smaller, maybe. Wait, if I can make this a wee bit bigger. No, it's way too big. Okay, let's just go 50%. Go like this. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Masterpiece. All right. That's our new face cam. Forget about this thing. This is our new face cam. This potato. This gorgeous potato. Oh man, where is it? Right here. Boom. Face cam. Link is a young Picasso. Yes, I am. I cannot wait to study more art. Oh boy, that was fun. That was way more fun than it should be. I might be a little bit concerned for myself. Oh my. Oh my, guys. Thank you all for your suggestions on the image. This was a good idea. This was honestly a good idea. Oh. Let's do one last PvP match to end it all. This was a great stream, guys. It was great. Leek is helping his own people. Yes, I'm helping my own people by planting them, because potatoes need to be planted. And I'm helping normal people by transferring them in a McDonald's thing. Which isn't meant to imply I'm going to eat them, but you know. 40k points on PvP, yeah. Typically I make 50k by the end of it. I'll probably end up making quite a bit more this time. I'll never get past 20k. Aw, that's a bummer. Excuse me. I think we should go for the middle guy now. Because that hit missed. Oh my, that was a bad hit right there. We just got... Oh, nope, I hit random. That was bad. We need to hit first two. You'll never get past 20k. You'll get better as time goes on, man. There is a... As you get more TS, you gain more points. Oh, I accidentally attacked random again. Thankfully, it actually did something. Or, it did what I wanted it to, I guess. Always does something. I'm gonna just on you. Alrighty. Yeah, like right now, I get tons of points for my TS, like, because you're facing tougher opponents, so it gives you more reward. Okay, well, But I'm being serious, guys. If you want to send me a camera, message me on Discord, and I will give you my address, and you can send me the camera. It probably would only cost $20, but I'm a poor college kid, so I can't afford one. Logging on to Bit Heroes right now for Link fashion advice. Oh yeah, why don't you come on quickly? That way I can give you fashion advice before we end this all. So my best fashion advice, though, is to be a hobo. So you see how I'm a hobo right now? Nobody suspects you of being good as a hobo. So you can literally go outside and nobody will notice. Also, additionally, when people underestimate me. So if I were to challenge this guy right here, he looks like he's on a high horse. He's got his swirling books and big fat guy and like his mouse. If I challenged him to a duel, he would look at my avatar and be like, "What? Who this guy's a joke." And then he would fight me, and then I would absolutely wreck him. A Wookiee says, I stick to one outfit, being a Wookiee. That's a good idea. We'll never switch. Sounds good. It's Ron's. Oh, you're It's Ron's. Okay, because I kept... Okay, I accepted... Okay. I accepted you right when you went off the stream because I noticed that you had sent me it so many times. Because I also accept people from my friends list that try to add me an excessive amount of times because, you know, it's just, you know, nice. Strikeforce says, can I change my looks right now? Yeah, you can. You can always change your looks. Okay. So it's the Ron, sir. You've got this beautiful trout, this fluffy rain cloud. You have a, what should you do? I like the idea of blue, because you have blue going here for you. You got a blue outfit, you've got a blue trout. I would use blue gem, because blue gem would go... I would try to see if blue gem or trout looks better with this. But I would go for a blue helmet as well, or blue hair if you can get it. And for the accessory, yeah, use something equally as blue. So just look completely blue. And maybe even blue weapons. Just look... It would look cool, I think, if you go for that singular color. That's like the extent of my fashion advice, is to like do all the same color or whatever. Man, there's a lot of messages. Sorry, guys. Strike says, are you still my friend? Yes, I am, even though you've been offline so long. Please get on more often, Strikeforce, because I want to keep people on my friends list that I can help. But yeah, please get on more often. A Wookiee says, can you change your cosmetics? Yes, you can. Or you mean me? Derp Waffle says, I was going for the helmet for that set tank armor. Oh yeah, that one looks really cool. A Wookiee says, it's overused too. A Wookiee says, but bought your hair, gender, and skin color unless you spend 1k gems. But not, yeah, that costs way too much usually. Unless you're a pay-to-win person. And have all the money in the world. Not really. Just a few $1 million, you know? You know, a few $1,000s a day on Bit Heroes isn't that much, right? And man, we're almost done with our challenges. Oh, we just have to do one heroic dungeon solo sometime. So I hope that fashion advice helps, but I'm not the best at it, so. Oh sweet, you used the alien potion, that's perfect. I think it's Ron the Serve, right? Oh, it's with a Z. There we go, gotcha. Yeah, that's a good one. That doesn't look terrible, but too bad. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good, bro. But anyways, unfortunately, I have to go. It's been a very nice stream with you guys. I'll post my my image probably on the Division Discord, maybe even on the Bit Heroes Discord. We will see. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you found it entertaining, please leave a like. If you did not enjoy it, please leave a dislike and let me know what you would like to see. Until next time, keep being awesome, and look forward to seeing you then.